Thank you. Welcome back to the show. Joining the panel tonight, we have the star of the Showtime series House of Lies, one of the most talented actors around, Don Cheadle. And of course, once again with us, one of the Mars finalists, Sonia Van Meter, joining us again. And our own nightly show contributor, Ricky Velez. And the filmmaker and one of the creators of the new hit show Empire. If you haven't seen it, it's blowing up all across television. It is. It's another one of our most talented filmmakers and just writers, directors around, Lee Daniels. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're talking about the whole Mars project that Sonia wants to go on. And Don, I wanted to ask you a question first, because you're the only one here who's actually been to Mars.
Exactly.
I think we have a picture of Don on Mars. There you go.
That's me on Mars.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
me and Gary Sinise on Mars. You notice my wardrobe's all dirty and his is
the
pristine.
brother's doing all the work, right? Yeah. What's up with that?
That's what I'm saying.
And you didn't die first.
I did not die first.
Yes.
I actually made it back.
That's right. That's
It's
why
revolutionary.
That's why it's a movie, right?
Exactly.
Right.
That's why it's a movie. It's fiction.
Do you think this whole thing is worthwhile, though? This type of venture?
I don't know. I mean, to just go to another planet to up? I mean, maybe. I feel like until
Does it seem silly to you?
Well, I don't know what the, I guess you can hip us to it later. I understand the, unquenchable thirst for exploration and understanding what's beyond. But if we're actually talking about colonizing Mars and somehow using that as an escape plan for turning this place into trash and just getting to the next place, I don't know.
Especially with colonizing for 68 days. It's like, worst frat party ever is what it is, right? Now, Lee, I don't feel like this is like a real brother-friendly activity, in my mind. Like, there are some things that aren't very brother-friendly, like ice road trucking, deadliest catching. I don't know if but one-way ticket to Mars. Do you think diversity should be an issue in this kind of thing?
Oh, no.
No, you don't think so?
No. Let all the white people
Let the white people
Let them go. Let them go. Kumbaya.
But there's an issue, though. I mean, if there are no Mexicans or Filipinos or black people, who's gonna clean and take care of stuff?
Oh, come on, man.
Who's gonna handle?
Said you was going
Ricky is sitting right next to you.
But you know what I'm saying.
Is this something you would do? Or you
No.
No? Why not?
Larry, I got anxiety. I'm afraid of everything. I'm not going to space. If you don't know what anxiety is, it's a white people disease I caught from my Jewish girlfriend when she sneezed on me. That's how you get it. That's how it's passed. She was like, achoo. I was like, I'm nervous about everything.
Well, but Sonia, I have to ask you, because part of this does seem kind of sad to me. When early in the space days, some of my space history knowledge being a space nerd, but when Russia sent up, I think Laika was the dog's name, they were calling him Mutnik, like Sputnik or whatever. But the world was so excited about it. It was like the world came together. This was before the moon landing, the time when the world came together for space. But then it dawned on people that Laika wasn't going to make it because the Russians did not have a plan for him to come back. And it turned into like the saddest thing ever. I mean, is there any fear like this is like an even worse situation like that?
No, man, we're going out there with a plan. The point is not to go out there to die. The point is to go out there and to live. Find a way to make it happen.
You mean to tell me that you're completely content on a one-way, and your husband, you and your husband are square with this? Showing up straight up square with this?
Straight up square.
What's the male to female ratio?
I don't know.
50-50.
50-50?
It's 50-50.
It has to be 2 guys, 2 girls.
It has to be 2 guys, 2 girls in every show.
What about gay boys?
Gets kind of complicated.
It does. It does.
That is a fine question. I'm going to have to investigate that.
I love that at the end of the day, nobody thinks about Mars exploration. It's like the 21st day, people are like, why are we all not just each other right now? Right? Is it just one big orgy trip? Is that what it is?
You'll have to come on up and find out.
She is like kick about it.
She's trying to bang you, Larry.
That's a yes.
Don, are there any moral implications with something like this? A private company that is sending people to their certain death. I mean...
Well, is it certain death?
All death is
certain. But this is quicker. Quicker certain death.
No, so they said the first death they're projecting will occur in 68 days.
What does that mean?
But is there a fait accompli that everyone going up there because of the travel will ultimately
Well,
die on the
go ahead.
surface of Mars?
That
What is
68
That's
days
what I don't
comes from a
understand
study that was disproven relative to Mars One's plan. That was a study based on specifications from the ISS, which is wonderful, but it doesn't
Which
doesn't
is
take
one
into
letter away
consideration.
from ISIS.
ISIS.
as
That's
far
what I was
as
about to say. Now, if you got ISIS mixed up in this thing,
Right here, man.
that's what I'm saying.
Fair
That's a bad situation.
It is.
Would you go?
No.
Ricky, would you go?
No.
Don, would you go?
No.
Okay, so let's imagine that you are going, okay? Now that I know that you are, let's imagine that you are.
Okay.
You've got 68 days to live.
Right.
What do you spend your time doing? Don?
I mean, hooking
What do you
up,
do?
I guess. I mean, what are we doing up there?
Is that really what it comes
Looking
down
at
to?
rocks? Are we checking out the consistency of Mars dirt? What are we doing up there?
Ricky, what do you do? 68
I mean, I'm
days.
on the same.
We're hooking up.
Not me and
you,
you.
you.
You know. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
It's kind of like how prison works, though.
No, but I was
After
bigger
a
than
while.
back, and I still am bigger than Don.
Somebody's
I'll take
braiding
it.
hair at some point, and this is happening.
Okay, Lee, you got 68 days. What do you do? What do you
Dude,
spend your time doing?
I don't know. Old habits, good old habits. Get me that that thing, you know? Give me a little liquor. A pack of Newports. and watch the sweat drip.
But you can do that here.
All right, Sonia, are you taking anything special with you?
The only thing that I absolutely have to bring with me is my wedding jewelry.
That's it?
That's it.
If you guys could bring one thing and one person, what would it be? Who would it be and what would it be?
The dude from Hootie and the Blowfish. And a vibrator. I don't know.
Hootie and the Blowfish
Answer
and
the
a
question,
vibrator.
Don.
What would I
would you
really bring?
Yeah, what
if
would
I
you
with
really-
68 days to live
yeah.
on the planet?
What would you take to Mars with you from Earth?
That is so hard to. I don't know. I feel like you, like a bag of weed, and I don't know what I would take. I would something to forget that I was going to die in 68 days.
Okay, we're gonna try to find Don some weed, and we'll be right back, and we'll talk about that again. Hey, America. Follow The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore on Twitter. But don't follow me home. I want followers, but I don't want followers. That's stalking.